Hello Internet! Welcome to my first ever Monster Hunter World tutorial that isn't the beta. I've had a few friends now that are new to the Monster Hunter series who have understandably struggled with Anjanath. There are a lot of guides out there, but none of them really covered everything that I'd normally suggest for an Anjanath fight. Rather than send my friends to several different YouTubers, I thought I'd make my own video. This is mostly targeted at newcomers to the series, but if you're struggling with the fight, the video's for you. If this helps you in any way, shape or form, a like, share or subscribe would be really appreciated. Or maybe do all three. That being said, let's get right to it. First things first, Anjanath is a hard hitter and you're going to need a decent armour set to combat it. My first attempt I was using the Pookie armour set and it was just far too easy for Anjanath to one or two shot me. I'd recommend getting the Kadachi armour and leveling it up a few times, although it doesn't give any fire resistance, it should be more than enough for this fight. Next thing is the weapon. You'll need something with water damage, so it's highly recommended you fight some Gyarados and craft your preferred weapon. So if we have a quick look at the weaknesses, the head and the tail are going to be the sweet spots. If you're fighting in a team, try and spread out, as it's very hard for 3 or 4 people to be focusing on one part of the monster. A good general rule of thumb is the impact weapons, such as Hammer, Hunting Horn, Wyvern Blast, go for the head. This gives a good opportunity to stun the monster, which is basically 3 hits. Weapons with slicing damage, which is all of the swords, the insect glaive and some range ammo. Focus on limbs, such as a towel, which just makes for a better hunt for everyone. Providing you have a water weapon, killing Anjanath in the 50-minute time period isn't going to be a problem, so show some restraint in your fight. The majority of the deaths and failures I've seen are due to people trying to get more hits when they should be focused on healing. My rule is lose any more than 1/8 of your health and then it's time to heal. Basic healing items are a necessity. Potions, mega potions, antidotes just in case, rations for stamina and max potions. If you don't know how to make them, let me show you quickly. So it's bitter bug and blue mushroom makes nutrients, honey and nutrients make mega nutrients, and you mix mega nutrients and the mandragora, I don't know if I pronounced that right, to make the max potion. All of these can be found gathering in the forest. You can make the demon drug or armor skin, I'd recommend doing so. Just in case you don't know, max potions increase your health by 50%, demon drugs increase your attack by 3%, and armor skins increase your defense by 3%. This really does add up. If you take anything away from this guide, it is you need to be using flash pods. You want to be taking the 3 flash pods and the combinations, which are flash bugs. I can't emphasize enough how useful these items can be. The flash is a stun that can last up to 20 seconds. You can use this for healing or getting cheeky hits in. The monster is blinded, but can still hit you, so be careful. Just to reiterate how important flashes are, here is another example. 3 hits. The next most important thing is make sure you eat at the kitchen. Either pick something that's going to give you the highest health boost, alternatively go for the highest defense boost and eat a max potion early on into the quest. Finally, let's talk about the actual fight. Attacking this monster head on is usually a recipe for disaster. His fire breath and his chomp hit hard, and if you're fighting him side on, get ready for just as a powerful attack called the hip check. The sweet spot that I found is just behind his legs, which allows you to avoid most of the big hitting attacks. As you can see, fighting between his legs seems to work quite well, avoiding the tail swipes and only really getting hit by low damage attacks. Eventually you're going to topple him. This is when you want to start targeting the weaker spots I mentioned earlier. A very effective way to topple the monster is to mount it. There are 2 easy methods to do this, and that's either jump off a ledge using the roll button followed by the draw weapon, or if you start sliding down a hill, hit the roll button followed by the draw weapon button and it will perform an aerial attack. This will give you a chance to mount the monster. If for some reason you get knocked off, you can grapple back on by pressing the analog towards the monster and hitting the jump button. However, if you do get knocked off for losing stamina, you won't be able to get back on the monster. Always keep an eye on your environment. Using the ledges for the aerial attacks, use the flash bugs to stun, break the poisonous plants to set a poisonous trap, use your sling rammer to dislodge the boulder, bait the Anjanath into knocking down the trees with vines on them, which basically becomes a pitfall trap. I've even seen a couple of weird creatures put Anjanath to sleep. Let's not forget the paralysis toad. He won't forget you if you don't move in time. Another thing worth mentioning is if you do enough damage to Anjanath when he's in his nest, he can get stuck in the vines for a little bit. I found it more luck than a skill, but it's worth knowing. And that's pretty much everything I'd recommend for your first Anjanath fight. If you have any other tips, please leave them in the comments below. And any questions, feedback, in the comments below. Put me a like, subscribe to the channel, and it will help me keep making these videos. Peace out.